Welcome back to the channel, folks. This is daily update for Bed Bath & Beyond, and if you're a new user, please do consider subscribing. I am releasing daily videos of Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm not here to pump the stock. I just want to make that clear. I'm here to give you guys a fact. I've been following the stock for a long time, and I've been making daily videos, and all these levels that you guys see here, they used to be demand levels where there was a lot of activity here, and then the sellers started winning and the equity offering came into play, and then there was a lot of dilution happen. And now we're back down to $1 right now. Again, I'm not here to please no one. I'm here to give you guys the facts. I'm not trying to give you a financial advice. I'm not trying to persuade you to buy the stock or trade or whatever the case is. I'm just here to give you guys what I see here. And if it makes sense to you, by all means, use that information for your benefit. As I was saying day before yesterday, the stock hit $1 and I was anticipating the stock to go down. And again, when it goes down, even though you see here level here for 88 cents, which is from 1992, I don't know how accurate this level is going to be because, again, levels are set up with traders, okay? And if you have a level that was done like 30, 32 years ago, 35 years ago, I'm just putting it there just for a reference, but I don't think that would mean anything as such right now, okay? Again, the dollar was hit, and then the next day, which is yesterday, the stock had a little bit of a good run, but it's still consolidated around $1 or so, okay? It's still between $1 and $1.02, okay? It was consolidating between that, and today, same thing. My levels are $1 to 13 cents, okay? This is a zone that I'm looking at right now. Again, if it crosses $1.13, then it can only get to $1.27. And $1.27, believe it or not, was a very hot level. But at this point, the rate Hudson Bay is diluting the stock right now because they got the offering. As I've made a video about that as well, telling you guys that I believe per share, they paid about 10 cents for a BBY stock. And it's a win-win situation for both of them, for BBY and also for the Hudson Bay, who is a counterparty, because at the end of the day, they needed cash. And all they could have done is just write up a new contract for the stocks to dilute it because they were hovering around almost like a $2 change at the time when they provide this offering. And a lot of retail investors were in there. So it made sense for Hudson Bay to go ahead and buy the stock. And I think it cost them about 10 cents a share. So let's take a look at one of the news that came out today. Again, this is just for informational purposes only, that Bed Bath & Beyond has stopped paying severance to store workers. And this is, again, because they are running thin on the cash right now. And they're also not paying. They're not matching 401ks at this point. No longer, because they can't afford it. They don't have cash right now. In my opinion, I do believe that, the company might not make it after a year, because unless they produce some really good earnings, I do feel that the company is on the verge of going out of business. Okay. Toys R Us, it happened to Toys R Us as well. It's in that, like, sometimes the company just cannot keep up with the market, cannot keep up with the demand. We all know, back in the day, Sony used to be a very big thing, right? Back in the day, BlackBerry was a big thing, but suddenly, they becomes a minuscule, and they don't end up having that impact that they used to have in the market, right? So this is why Bed Bath & Beyond used to be a very good store, very big store, but right now, financials are not looking good. Investors are not feeling the company, and this is why the whole downturn started to the first place, right? At this point, they're running off of this cash they're getting from Hudson Bay. And I'm not sure how good they're gonna do with just this little bit of amount in my opinion. So I do feel like at this point they're just trying to get that $1 billion so they can get some cash before the company goes out. But I don't think the company will survive. Again, this is my opinion. You don't have to believe that, but this is what I think they're doing. They're just getting cash right now. Whatever they can milk right now, they're milking. So just be careful, just be safe. And again, in my opinion, the stock is going down, but again, these are the levels here. I cannot predict the future, but I could go off of these levels. So in my opinion, if it does cross $1.13, the next stop is going to be $1.27. If it crosses $1.27, it's going to be $1.42. If it does not do that and it falls below $1, you're looking at 88 cents, 90 cents, 88 cents, 85 cents, around that area. So hope you guys are liking these daily videos, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.